Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus.
Samsung's first flagship smartphone for 2018 is finally here, and the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus are essentially what we expected them to be. With a new variable aperture camera, Samsung is positioning the two devices as the best smartphone cameras in the market. At first glance, there really isn't that much difference between the S8 and the S9 series. Both phones still share a similar design language. There's that beautiful dual curve infinity display with a handsome metal and glass finish. They also retain the same display size and roughly the same dimensions, so both phones are really comfortable even when they have 5.8 and 6.2 inch displays. Nobody will be able to notice this without a good long look, but Samsung says that the top and bottom bezels are actually smaller than the S8. The total reduction is really minute, 1.4mm on the Galaxy S9 Plus and 1.2mm on the S8. The iris scanner is also blacked out, so you have an almost all-glass look when the display is not turned on. But it is around the back that Samsung has made some real visible changes. The fingerprint sensor is now correctly placed, finally, below the camera sensor. Samsung should have done this on the Galaxy Note 8, so it's not too much of a surprise that Samsung's finally listened and put it in the correct spot. There are some major changes between the two S9 models. The larger S9 Plus has a dual camera setup, while the S9 only has one. The S9 Plus also has 6 gigs of RAM versus 4 on the S9, and a larger battery at 3500 mAh versus 3000. The Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus feature dual aperture settings at f1.5 and f2.4, and the camera automatically switches between the two aperture settings depending on the lighting conditions. And then there's the other major improvement, which is super slow motion. The Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus has a new super slow motion feature that enables 1080p recording at 960 frames per second. Just 0.2 seconds of this super high frame rate recording can be extended into 6 seconds of beautiful slow motion footage. As for the front camera, Samsung is also adding some new features to address the selfie generation. Most of the new features on the Galaxy A8 2018 are included on the Galaxy S9. So there's selfie focus, which creates software-generated bokeh effects, and there's also white selfie for those group selfie shots. And then there's Samsung's attempts at addressing the new features found on the iPhone X. Samsung's response to Face ID is not to introduce a new set of hardware, but rather to integrate the iris scanner with the facial recognition software into a single unlocking mechanism, which it calls Intelligent Scan. Combining the two actually makes perfect sense, because face recognition software doesn't actually work in poor lighting conditions, and the iris scanner works in the dark. Besides that, there is AR emoji. This is Samsung's answer to Apple's Animoji, and the implementation is a little bit different. Basically, AR emoji captures your face and turns it into an avatar of your likeness. It can then capture up to 18 different expressions and turns them into personalized animated stickers. These stickers are then sent as GIFs and are integrated into the Samsung keyboard, which means you can use it across any messaging platform. Otherwise, it is incremental changes across the board. The AKG-tuned stereo speakers now has Dolby Atmos support. Bixby Vision on the camera now has Live Translate powered by Google. The microSD card slot now supports up to 400GB cards. The headphone jack remains, as is fast wireless charging. There's also a new DeX pad, which is essentially the same as the DeX Station, but now does not block the headphone jack. The horizontal placement of the phone also means you can use it as a touchpad or virtual keyboard. Finally, Samsung is introducing a new colorway for the Galaxy S9 series. Lilac Purple replaces Maple Gold and joins the other 3 color options: Midnight Black, Titanium Grey, and Coral Blue. Ultraviolet is Pantone's Color of the Year 2018, and this colorway is Samsung's way of keeping the Galaxy S9 trendy with the style conscious. With the Galaxy S9, Samsung is refining what is already a great smartphone in the Galaxy S8. The new features here are few, but that's what you get when you work off something that was already excellent. For the first big smartphone launch of the year, it looks like we're off to a good start.